Hello students, so I am here with the next video of chapter 3 acid, bases and salts. In the previous video we have done the preparation of acids. In this video we will do the properties of acids. Properties we have to study in two categories, physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties you have to read just for your knowledge, but the main property which you have to study as well as which you have to practice a lot, that is the chemical property. For physical property of acid, some common thing you know about the property that it is sour in taste. Acids are sour in taste, and yes, they also change the color of indicators. Indicators are some chemical substance which give different colors in acidic and basic solutions. So if three indicators I have written here. Litmus changes from blue to red in acidic solution. Then methyl orange, which is orange in color, it will change from orange to pink in acidic solution. And phenolphthalein, which is a colorless solution, colorless indicator, it will remain colorless in acidic solution, but yes, it will turn pink in basic or alkaline solution. Okay, so indicators are the chemical substance which can easily differentiate the acidic and basic solution by giving different colors. Now coming to chemical properties of acids, very important chemical properties, because in your last part of chapters where you have to study of compounds, HCl, ammonia, then study of nitric acid, study of sulfuric acid, again you have to study three acids are given, then again you have to study the same chemical properties of acid in HCl, in H2SO4 and in HNO3. So chemical properties of acid, this topic is very important because it will be repeating again and again in many chapters. Coming to the first chemical property of acid, that is reaction with active metals. Whenever we talk about active metals means just to remember the activity series and consider all the metals which are above hydrogen in the series. So metals which are above hydrogen, so these are the metals above hydrogen in the series. If you consider these metals, they can show displacement of hydrogen when they react with dilute acids. Chemical properties of acids. First we will study the property of dilute acids. Okay, so first we are studying the properties of dilute acids. I told you in my previous video also, dilute acids are more active than concentrated acids. Dilute acid have more quantity of water, that's why they ionizes completely, because water is required for ionization of acid, and more quantity of water helps in 100% ionization of acids. That's why dilute acids, as they have more concentration of ions, so they are more strong and they are more active acids than the concentrated acids. So again we have to consider the three mineral acids, because these are the acids which we are going in our as laboratory reagents. So we should know all the properties of the mineral acids which we regularly use. So HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3. HNO3 we will avoid using here if we want to use this reaction for preparation of hydrogen. As I told you, active metals displaces hydrogen from the dilute acids. So if you are using this method for preparing hydrogen, then you have to avoid the use of nitric acid, because you know nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. It will oxidizes hydrogen to water. So we will show this displacement reaction mainly with HCl and H2SO4. So all the metals which are above hydrogen except lead. Lead also we are not using here, because lead gives two salts of the lead sulfate and lead chloride. They are insoluble salts, so they inhibit the reaction. However, lead nitrate can be formed with nitric acid, but that we are not using in this reaction. So we can avoid the use of lead, and of course we can avoid using the highly reactive metals in this condition, because you know highly reactive metal give explosive and vigorous reaction. So we can show our reaction with moderately reactive metals like magnesium, iron and zinc. So they can show the displacement with dilute sides. They will displace hydrogen to form their respective salts. They will form, magnesium will give magnesium chloride and hydrogen, iron will give iron sulfate and hydrogen, and zinc will also give zinc chloride and hydrogen. So dilute acids can displace their hydrogen when active metals are added to them. That is the first property of dilute acids. They can show displacement of hydrogen on addition of active metals. Next very important as well as common property which is shown by both acid and base is the neutralization reaction. It is a common reaction which acids show with bases and bases also show with acid. तो अभी हम एसिड की प्रॉपर्टी कर रहे हैं, तो एसिड की प्रॉपर्टी करने के लिए हम न्यूट्रलाइजेशन को समझेंगे. एसिड्स कैन बी न्यूट्रलाइज्ड विद बेस. ओके, सो वी हैव टेकन ऑल द 3 एसिड्स हियर एंड वी कैन सेलेक्ट एनी बेस whether soluble or insoluble to show the neutralization. So we can select a soluble base as metal hydroxide. You can also take a metal oxide here, and these are the 2 soluble metal oxides and hydroxide. And you can also consider insoluble base, magnesium hydroxide. So all these type of acids and bases, they will show only one reaction, that is neutralization, as acid neutralizes the base to give you salt and water only. So the product will be only salt and water. How the neutralization takes place? Actually the metallic ion of base displaces the hydrogen of acid. So they will form the respective salt, and this hydrogen will combine with this hydroxide to give you water. Here also the metallic ion will displace hydrogen to form salt, and yes, water. Then this metallic ion will displace hydrogen to form salt and water. So in this way you can show or you can write the neutralization reaction in which acids are neutralized by base to give you only salt and water. So neutralization is a very common and important reaction shown by acid. Now another very important property of acid, dilute acids, they can decompose some salts. Salts actually they can decompose some weak salts. Weak salts, or you can say the salts of weak acid, can be decomposed by dilute acids. Salt of weak acids कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं? Salt of weak acids can be carbonates, bicarbonates, sulfides, bisulfides as well as sulfide. तो ये है salts of weak acid. Now these salts can be decomposed by dilute acids. Okay, so we will show the decomposition one by one. First let's start the decomposition of carbonates and bicarbonates. तो ये डाइल्यूट एसिड की प्रॉपर्टी होती है कि वो कार्बोनेट और बाइकार्बोनेट को डिकम्पोज कर देती है. बट यू शुड नो द डिकम्पोजिशन प्रोडक्ट दैट विल बी सेम फॉर एनी मेटल कार्बोनेट और बाइकार्बोनेट. तो हम कोई भी मेटल का कार्बोनेट या बाइकार्बोनेट अगर किसी भी डाइल्यूट एसिड से डिकम्पोज करेंगे, देन यू विल ऑलवेज गेट 3 प्रोडक्ट, salt, water and carbon dioxide. Once again, carbonates and bicarbonates, whenever they are decomposed by any acid, they will give you three products, that is salt, water and carbon dioxide. So let's show our reaction according to this skeletal equation. ये जो word equation है इसमें हम अपने reactants और products को लिख सकते हैं. तो let's start with carbonate, sodium carbonate. Whenever any dilute acid, let's take HCl, dilute HCl, प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा? सॉल्ट, वाटर, CO2. सॉल्ट बनेगा सोडियम का क्लोराइड, सोडियम क्लोराइड, देन वाटर प्लस CO2. दैट विल बी द कॉमन प्रोडक्ट फॉर एनी कार्बोनेट, एनी मेटल कार्बोनेट और बाइकार्बोनेट. तो सोडियम कार्बोनेट हो गया. अब हम यहाँ पे सोडियम का बाइकार्बोनेट भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं. नाउ यू कैन चेंज एसिड, HCl की जगह अगर हम H2SO4 ले लें, सिर्फ सॉल्ट में फ़र्क आएगा. नाउ द सॉल्ट विल बी सोडियम सल्फेट. हमने सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड ली तो सॉल्ट सल्फेट बनेगा. सॉल्ट अगेन वाटर अगेन CO2. आँख बंद करके प्रोडक्ट लिख सकते हो. अगर कार्बोनेट का डिकम्पोजिशन दिखा रहे हैं देन द प्रोडक्ट विल बी सॉल्ट वाटर एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. Okay, now coming to another metal carbonate, for example calcium carbonate. Here you have to be little bit alert in writing the type of acid. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको alertness शो करनी है. Why? Because this type of decomposition should not give an insoluble salt. Insoluble salt अगर बन रहा है क्यों? क्योंकि ज़्यादातर कार्बोनेट्स और बाइकार्बोनेट्स भी इनसॉल्युबल होते हैं. आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट एक इनसॉल्युबल सॉल्ट होता है. मैंने पहले भी बताया था यू कैन कन्वर्ट अ सॉल्युबल टू इनसॉल्युबल, insoluble to soluble, soluble to soluble, but you can never convert an insoluble to another insoluble. तो कार्बोनेट्स बाइकार्बोनेट्स इनसॉल्युबल होते हैं. कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट एक इनसॉल्युबल सॉल्ट है. बाइकार्बोनेट्स एक्सेप्ट ऑफ सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम, सोडियम और पोटेशियम के सारे सॉल्ट सॉल्युबल होते हैं. तो अगर कन्फ्यूजन है वेदर टू यूज़ H2SO4 किसको यूज़ करें, इनसॉल्युबल ना बन जाए सॉल्युबल ना बन जाए, तो इन दैट केस इट्स बेटर टू राइट सॉल्ट ऑफ सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम. अपने आप कुछ नहीं सोचना है, सिर्फ सोडियम या पोटेशियम के कार्बोनेट बाइकार्बोनेट सल्फाइड बाइसल्फाइड को डिकम्पोज करते जाओ. ये बात दिमाग में क्लियर रखो कि अगर हमने सोडियम या पोटेशियम का सॉल्ट लिया इट मीन्स इट इज़ सॉल्युबल. डजेंट मैटर फिर यहाँ प्रोडक्ट में जो सॉल्ट बनता है वो इनसॉल्युबल भी है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Okay, so but if you are taking calcium carbonate, now you know that it is an insoluble salt, then you have to avoid use of sulfuric acid, because calcium sulfate जब बनेगा sulfuric acid के साथ it is another insoluble salt. So you must use HCl or HNO3 here to get the salt in the form of calcium chloride or calcium nitrate. These are two soluble salts. And then the other two products are same, water and carbon dioxide. अभी ज़्यादा confuse होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. All these things will be more clear to you in the section of salt. Salt जब पढ़ोगे तो अपने आप सब clear हो जाएगा कौन soluble है कौन से insoluble है. So what we are doing here, we are doing the property of acid in which dilute acids they can be used to decompose the salts of weak acid. Weak acids के salt हो सकते हैं कार्बोनेट, बाइकार्बोनेट, सल्फाइड, बाइसल्फाइड्स एंड सल्फाइड्स. तो हमने कार्बोनेट और बाइकार्बोनेट को डाइल्यूट एसिड से डिकम्पोज किया. द प्रोडक्ट्स विल बी सेम, सॉल्ट वाटर एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. डजेंट मैटर विच मेटल कार्बोनेट और एसिड यू आर यूजिंग, द डिफरेंस विल बी ओनली इन द टाइप ऑफ सॉल्ट फॉर्म. बाकी के दो प्रोडक्ट सेम निकलेंगे. Now coming to decomposition of next category, sulfides and bisulfides. So whenever metal sulfides or metal bisulfides are decomposed by dilute acids, now the product will be salt, water and sulfur dioxide. Once again sulfides, again you can use sodium sulfide. Sulfide is SO3 or bisulfide NaHSO3. सोडियम सल्फाइड और सोडियम बाइसल्फाइड. सल्फाइड SO3 है, bisulfite HSO3. And if you decompose it by any acid either HCl or H2SO4, now the product will be salt, water and sulfur dioxide. So sodium sulfide, sodium का salt मिलेगा NaCl plus water plus SO2. Here also sodium sulfate you will get Na2SO4 plus water plus SO2. We have to balance here. Okay, so sulfides and bisulfides they can be decomposed by dilute acids to give you salt, water and sulfur dioxide. Now what will be the observation of sulfur dioxide? Sulfur dioxide is a gas which has smell of burning sulfur. नाक में चुभने जैसी स्मेल आती है. That is the observation of sulfur dioxide. So that I will explain you later. ये वाला टॉपिक मैं 2 बार पढ़ाऊँगी. एक बार मैं अभी इक्वेशन से पढ़ा रही हूँ, देन अगेन आई विल एक्सप्लेन द सेम टॉपिक विद